Hello guys, in this video I'm going to show you how you can clearly clean your data in STATA. Yeah. First of all, I'll show you how you can encode variables from string like this to numeric, because as you can see it's a little bit cumbersome to analyze your data in form of strings. So we shall try to encode. I'll try to encode rep 78 and generate a new variable rep 78 encoded, and I'll also encode foreign was a string also. I'll try to generate a new variable for foreign, so I'll call it foreign. I'll call it foreign encode enc. Yeah. So when I browse my data to see if it's encoded successfully, so you can see that they encoded these two here. So these are the variables, this one and this one, the old ones that are not encoded. So I'll drop foreign and rep 78 here and run the command. So when you check again, they won't be there. How about if you want to label your variable? First of all, I'm going to generate a new variable called mpg categorical, and I'll try to label it afterwards. So if you want to generate a new variable called mpg categorical, and I want all those cars that have above average mpg to be called above average, and those that have below average mpg to be called below average, I'll first run a summary of mpg to see the average, and after seeing the average, I'll try to generate a new variable called mpg categorical, which is equal to a 1, to mean that everything is above average mpg. So to put in below average mpg, I'll replace mpg categorical that I've just generated with with a 0 if the original mpg is less than 21.2973. Yeah, for below average mpg. So when you replace, you can see here that you have ones and zeros in mpg cut. So I want a 1 to mean a yes and a 0 to mean a no. I'll define my labels for mpg cut, whereby a 1 means a yes, I mean a 1 means above average, and then a 0 means below average, below average. I'll put those values to the variable. So label values of mpg cut using the labels of mpg cut. So when you check in your data again, you can see that you have them labeled. How about if you want to do it in another way? You want to generate the same variable but in another way, in a simpler format. So you have mpg, and you can use a record command. So I will simply say record mpg, and from the minimum value to this, from the minimum value to this will be given a 0, and the 0 shall mean below average, and then and then from this value, from just above this value, so from this value Instead of a 3, I'll put a 4. The maximum value shall be a 1, and a 1 shall mean above average, and I'll try to put those values in a new variable called mpg cut 2. It is the second variable for mpg cut. So when you run, you will see that yeah, you have the variables, the same values for each. Yeah, they have been labeled the same way. How about if you want to check for missing values? You simply have to run a command called mistable summarize, and you can see that this variable rep78 encoded has 5 missing observations. So we can try to find out which one is the most frequent, such that we can replace it with the mode. Since this variable is categorical, we replace all missing values with the most frequent category. So I'll run a codebook of rep78 encoded, and you will see that average, which is a 1, has 30, is appearing 30 times, and is the most frequent. I'll try to replace rep78 encoded with the 1, which is average. If rep78 has missing observations, we identify missing observations with a dot. So when you run and run codebook again and run mistable summarize again to check if there are missing values, you will see that there are no missing values now. How about if you want to replace average with excellent? I'll simply run a command for replace rep78 with a 2 for excellent if rep78 is a 1 for average. So when you run and check again to see if average is there that you wanted to replace, it won't be there. Yeah, that was label replacing. How about if you want to remove outliers from your data? First of all, I'll tell you how to check for outliers in a graphic format. You go to graphics, and you can try to make a histogram for it, or a box plot, any of your choice. So I want to see if price of cars has outliers. I'll try to run that and click on OK. So as you can see here, I have outliers. Maybe they start from 10,000 upwards. Those few values that are very big or very small. If you want to check from a box plot and put in the price variable and run, you can see that we have very big values of above maybe 90,000 or 80,000, but you can see here. So I'll try to replace all these values of above 8,000 with the median, since my data is skewed. If it wasn't skewed, I would replace with the mean, but now it's skewed. I'll replace with the median. So I will run a command. I'll first get a summary of price to know the median. Summary of price detail. The detail will give you the median, which is here on the 50, the percentile at 50% here. So I'll try to copy this and replace price with the median, which is that if price is above 8,000, and when you check on the box plot again by going to graphics and choose box plot, when you run again, you can see that I just have just a few extreme values, and yeah, so you've replaced outliers, or you've cut off many of them. And when you check on histogram to confirm, um, you click on OK. You can see that our data is now looking fair. How about if you want to define to label your variable? For example, I don't want this label as record of mpg. I want to label this variable. I want to label variable mpg cat2 from record blah 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 to mpg categorical. Yeah, you see, it has changed. And yeah, those are the basic commands for cleaning your data. But if you want more, like if you want to change from strings, or if you want to decode a variable, for example, you want to turn foreign back to a string, you simply run a decode variable. You decode foreign, encode it to generate a new foreign variable called foreign. So when you run it and check, you will see that foreign has been decoded. Yeah, those are the basic commands of how to clean data in STATA, and now your data will be ready for analysis. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if this video was helpful to you.